on your bed or on the floor?
On the bed.
What about a sock that has stripes?
A sock that has stripes?
Goodness, look at Invincible right now.
Wrong.
Like a yellow sock.
Okay, now you're just reaching now.
Kitty. Kitty is
Pink
relentless.
socks with Hello
Pink
Kitty
socks
on it.
with
With Hello Kitty,
Oh,
no.
yeah, I know Cookie's humor or what humor.
Goodness.
My sister actually likes to collect Hello Kitty stuff and Snoopy,
Let's
Charlie
see
Brown.
what Titty's got. Titty's
Hey, I have
got.
Snoopy
Let's
socks.
see what he's got.
Yeah, I actually do.
With which socks?
Suck again.
I do actually have one pair of Snoopy socks from my museum director. I don't know why. Like, oh wow, dang.
Here's a Snoopy sock.
It's all in the hands of Titty now.
Well, I mean, everybody got like the end of the New Year's presents and that. And it just mostly it was like candy and junk and stuff.
Maybe Bumpy Banner can do it. We got one on one side, one on the other side. Gunner takes off Banner. It's up to Titty to make a move here.
The very last one burnt my tongue.
I'm sure they know where.
Wait, what is birch? What burnt your tongue?
A hot pepper.
Are they closing in?
Ghost
We got
pepper?
Banduzo. Banduzo is closing in on Titty.
I don't know if you get them at different places, but a lot of these places have those, like they're kind of like yellow.
Oh, those jalapenos.
Banduzo,
they're like pickled.
highly orthodox move.
So I was nibbling on a few and it was okay, and then I bit the last one and my tongue now is like.
Kitty had to get. He needed that kill, like his life depended on it. Gunner making a move across the line. Bumpy Banner's trying to take over.
Anyways, I gotta think of something to put on.
So you're saying that countries having issues?
I mean, what more is there to say? We're a bunch of jerks.
What a shot from Kitty. Banduzo. Good body.
My sister too. So I went and got today. I got my COVID booster. I try to do it every 6 months.
Good.
And like my sister got COVID like a couple weeks ago, and it was bad.
What's he gonna
Yeah,
do?
and she's like she's really brainwashed, like in the whole anti-vax. Like she does do, like, I was like, you better make sure your kids get like their minimum required one. She goes, they will, but they're not doing the COVID, and you know, there's a few that I don't. I'm like, oh my gosh, and there's no like reaching.
Get on Bumpy? Right on.
It wouldn't matter. I even had a discussion if I brought 50 doctors with me, and they all told me why they didn't. But she sent me this text message. I mean, we have a good joking sense of humor between each other. But she goes, watch out for heart attacks and strokes. I'm like, okay, this is like my 10th booster since the whole thing started. So pretty sure I'm okay. So
took a doctor. Gunner lost his awards.
The truth is that Johnson & Johnson was not good. If people were worried about Pfizer and Moderna, like, you know, a rush making their vaccines, Johnson & Johnson was garbage. And it did cause health issues with other people. But Moderna and Pfizer actually, even though it was rushed, actually knew what they were doing, and they actually made... Now, has anyone had any, like, anaphylactic shocks or allergic reactions? Yeah, that's true, but it's like every million people, only 2 people had a reaction. That's a really good margin. And those 2 people can just go, you know, call 911, go to the hospital, and get treated for their allergic reaction. I don't know the severity of it. Was it like eating something they were allergic
Nice
to
moves,
or
my Gooner.
whatever. I don't
Goodness,
know.
bumpy.
But they
There's
didn't actually
hair.
die from it, you know.
It's gotta be hurt.
And actually, there was one where this guy did have there's something called Guillain-Barré syndrome, where it could happen with a any vaccine, flu vaccine, COVID, whatever. But there's like this rare case where he might have been one of those 2 of the million, where it affects your automatic system, your nervous system, and you like literally can't move or function correctly for like 24 to 48 hours or something like that. I don't know the number of days, but it's not something long term. When this guy was interviewed, he's like, I don't care that I couldn't move. I still say it was worth it getting the COVID vaccine. That was from that guy, you know. And I don't have the strongest immune system, so like, if these vaccines are so bad, they should be like killing me, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and if I'm already 10 in since 20, whatever it was, 21 when everybody started getting it, 2020, 2021, whatever it was. I think I'm okay.
Hey, Recon. He's gonna get him. He might get him.
But she had COVID for a couple months. She was not
good. Nice moves.
And I told her, she kept trying to downplay it. I was like, yeah, you can get over COVID, but you put your organs under extreme levels of stress. Probably did some scarring on them from all that. And she believes like, well, you're supposed to get better, sick once in a while to build your immunity. Yeah, that's one thing, like getting a cold or whatever, but like, you don't like go out and like catch AIDS or bubonic plague and say, well, I'm building my immune system up. You know? So, yeah. She's off in another world. There's nothing I can do. Spend as much time as I can.
Water versus water. Gunner wins.
And honestly, if one of them dies,
are you getting them snuck off to get their shots?
Oh God, like she actually did do, which makes no sense. She actually did their flu vaccine only because all the news where there was like a really bad flu thing going on, and she was part of some like MAGA women's talking group where they actually were all anti-vaccine, but then they all started messaging each other like, hey, my child died, or hey, my kid's in the hospital, they're not doing good. It's like, you guys listen to RFK and stuff. There you go. And that scared her to go get her kids vaccinated. But it just see how, like, you know, petty and like uneducated and cavewoman like and man and the people are.
What's funny for me is when you drive in a parking lot, people just walk in front of you. They're like, it's your job to stop. So you'll be like, you know, cruising down the parking lot.
Gunner's going out in recon.
And they'll just step in front of you, and until you have to slam on your brakes or whatever, or you're backing up. You're backing up, people just doop, you know.
No, Heakin's making a move on Gunner. Gunner's going right in.
So what pisses me off
is blasting,
man.
He's getting chunks out of him.
In parking lots, you wouldn't drag your child behind a vehicle backing out of a driveway.
Gunner's got, that grenade. No, Gunner.
But
they're setting the other. Gunner's set right out there.
I legitimately had, I was backing out, and I looked back, I saw a little movement, and I was like, what the hell? So I stopped, and I looked.
Gunner make it, Baduzo make it.
Dragging her kid from behind my car. She was racing, like running, trying to like, you know, get a, you know, whatever. And I'm like, why would you drag your kid
Gunner's fighting
past my car? Like, you
just throwing down these guys. It's 2-on-1
darky. I told her, I said, hey, like,
2 darkies and 1
why would you drag, like I asked her that first thing, I said, well, why would you drag your child behind the vehicle? And she goes, well, you're supposed to watch for us. And I'm like, so you're teaching me a lesson by possibly killing your daughter? Like, what if I didn't know that you were there? I would have drove over you, right?
Well,
So that's what I'm getting to, the mentality of people. They would rather um lose in a way like that. So like you're saying, like, oh, my child died, child's sick, whatever. And it's to say, screw you, government, or screw you, doctors, or screw, right? It's like, just, why would you risk it? Like, I had to, like, my wife's autoimmune system is very low. She gets sick from a, if I have my sister go a chew in front of her, she's sick and she's
sorry,
down,
it's
right?
not funny. Ha ha
Yeah,
ha.
ha ha ha. Your wife gets sick at a drop of a sneeze.
Yeah.
But same with my daughter. So I would do everything I could. I take the shots. I took the shots. I wore the gloves. I wore the masks. I washed everything whenever I go around anybody.
And there's only
And
so much you could do.
but I did the things that they
God.
said too, right? Like
Yeah.
I was okay with it. I wasn't choking behind a mask. I wasn't like, oh, I can't breathe, right? I didn't feel like I was being forced by a government to follow rules and become kind of like a society of what do they call them? That's what people kept saying. I went to a house delivering a pizza, and the guy automatically told me to come into his house. Right? He says, "Come in." I'm like, I don't want to go into your house. Right? Like, I kept my distance. I do everything outside, do the door thing, right? And he was like, "Nope, I won't do anything until you're in my house, like in the house." And I was like, "I don't want to go in your house." "Well, because of COVID." And he's like, trying to force me to go into his house so that he could prove me wrong, right? Like, he's trying to prove me wrong on COVID. So
Yeah.
he was getting mad that I wouldn't, and then he was trying to tell me you need to take off your mask
Why? I
because
mean,
he didn't like the fact that I was wearing my mask. And then he proceeded to tell me, and he had Fox News on one TV, and he had a bunch of other stuff on the other. And this is in Canada,
that's
and he's
hilarious.
telling me that the masks do nothing, do this and do that, and he was just going
It's not
after everything I had
100%.
for
Yeah, yeah, I
complaints.
get what you mean. It's not
And I turned
100%,
around,
but
and I had to tell him. I said, "Hey, bud, if you're not going to pay me, I'll take the food back. I'll leave." But I said, "You're not going to make me break the protocols." Why? I said, "I have a wife and kid at home that could get sick easily." I said, "And for you to be a dick about it is really pissing me off." Yeah, it's like I had to tell him, right? So I had to tell the boss.
yeah.
I'm like, I kind of lost it on a dude, but I was like, how dare you? Just because you don't believe in that, try to spread that as a fact, or force somebody to not fall or feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So all these anti-vaxxers, don't do it. Leave it alone. You don't have to be a teacher of it because you don't know shit, but you don't have to get it,
Yeah.
right? But the
Well,
problem is all these people that they rally. They have to tell people. I heard that this was wrong, so I'm going to tell every single person that I know
yeah,
and
and
everybody else.
exactly, it's the propaganda and my sister actually, let me tell you something else connected to what you're talking about. In this women's girls group, whatever it's called, I'm not familiar with it. She tells me about it. Um, she tells other mothers about not getting certain vaccines. It's like, who are you? You're not a medical professional. You're not a doctor or
Doctor,
medical
yeah.
research, and yet you're putting other parents at risk with misinformation. My sister knows that I have a weak immune system, had no problem with vaccines until Donald Trump and RFK started spinning stuff during his first term, his second term, and now it's just all these people, and it's like, so
and
I don't
and the
know.
fact that
It's a really
RFK,
weird time. It really is a weird time.
but RFK admits that he's given all the vaccines to his family, his own
I don't know
personal
about
family.
COVID, but yeah,
No, he
measles and all
has.
this stuff. That
He has. He
yeah,
stated that he did, but then he goes,
same
"But
way
I'm
with
not a
Trump.
doctor."
Trump initially started like, you don't need a
Yeah,
ivermectin. and all these people made new companies of ivermectin actually like bolstered and sales were up. Ivermectin does nothing to COVID. You know, even Joe Rogan bragged about it. He probably got paid for it too. You know, like, oh, I've been taking ivermectin vitamins. It's like, okay.
Like, that's a funny thing. Okay, so you don't know anything about this disease yet, or virus. Just like
Well,
AIDS.
eventually, this is around when
AIDS
they
came
did
out.
figure it out, and then they're
Yeah.
like, well, there's a vaccine. No, I'm doing ivermectin.
Well, no, they were saying, yeah, they were saying take these pills and they would make you better. But the problem is that there's a lot of what do you say? Because nobody knows what it is. So when AIDS came out, there was a whole bunch of people that had AIDS, but I guess it was mainly in the gay community. Um, so they were like, oh, it's a gay disease. Only gay people get it. No straight people would ever get it.
Because yeah, I mean yeah, because there was more partying, more casual sex
Yeah.
among that community, but straight people were getting it. It was just not. It was just more higher, more prevalent at those like clubs and hotspot areas. But yeah, everybody had this misconception. It's the gays.
Yeah,
No.
so normal people were getting AIDS, and doctors were like, you can't, if you're straight, you don't have it. So
Yeah.
there were a lot of people that could have been treated, could have been looked at a little bit more, put onto the, onto the case list so that way it would show it was spreading. But they tried to continue and say, oh no, it's only gay people. So all of a sudden it's a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
So that's the problem is when these people are always they go around saying to people it's not real, it's propaganda. It's only for these people that are trying to get money from you for this, and
Yeah.
meanwhile your people are dying. And then when they leave office, then nothing happens to those guys. Like,
It
how
was
can you, as I said, how can you guys listen to a guy that is stated himself, I'm not a doctor, I don't know anything really about doctors. He's the head of the health department.
Oh yeah, Fauci.
How
He
does
was
he?
been around
No,
during like even
he knew what he was
AIDS.
talking. He knew what he was talking about. But no, I mean,
Yeah.
what's his face? Your that the political guy there, RFK.
RFK. Yeah.
He stated that he goes, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. So he tries to take away the you can't come after me for stuff, but then at the same time he's telling people or unfunding stuff like cancer treatments and stuff and trying to
Yeah.
cure cancer and all that. Why? Because it's better money for cancer companies to make money from. That's all it is.
And you know the sick thing is, there's a bunch of people that were like Trump's like followers and lackeys that died, and nobody wants to talk. Like, does anyone remember Herman Cain?
No.
He's dead
He who
because
shall not be named.
he followed the people were like the Republicans are like, yeah, don't wear a mask. No, he got COVID and died because he did what they said.
Hey, stick bleach in your veins and get better.
Yeah.
Do the bleach thing. That's how I got better. Or Drano or freaking Mr. Clean in your
People were doing crazy stuff, and also, you know, the sick thing is, other countries with like fake social media accounts were advising some of these people to do crazy stuff, and it's a form of attack on the country. Like, there's probably like people from Russia, China, or other countries that were like, "Hey, these Americans are so gullible. I'm gonna tell them that I cured myself by doing this, and then they're gonna do it." There were stories, I can't remember, where this girl ran a hair dryer like with super hot air in her lungs, and she burned most of the alveola in her lungs away. And it's like now she's, I don't know if she's still alive, but has to be on all kinds of like lung medications and stuff, only because she listened, uh, you know, it would kill COVID in your lungs. It's like they have no grasp or understanding of disease, how they work. It doesn't matter if COVID was in your lungs and the dryer thing worked. If COVID's still in your bloodstream and everywhere else in your body, it's embedded like fish hooks into tissues and stuff. It's not something you can wipe out. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
the thing about when you're watching information like this, like I'm diabetic, I keep getting these pop-ups, right? It's like cure for diabetes. They've cured the diabetes 1 and 2, and oh, just take this, this new drug, and it's gonna cure you. And it's like, oh, that'd be great, but I do the actual looking into it. You know what I mean? Like I look into the company, or I look into is this real? And all of a sudden it's always like, no, it's not real, you know? And it's like, how hard is it for people to do that? You look at someone saying like pour bleach down your throat. Is that safe? Let's Google pouring bleach down your throat. Oh shit, it'll kill you? You know? it's
yeah.
like it's like simple, but I saw it on the news, or I saw it online, and it says that it's if you pour bleach down your throat, it'll kill you. It's like, look it up. That's why I was doing with all these people online when not doing, I'd be like fact checking. It's like, so Doctor So and So said this, and then I've Googled that doctor, and it doesn't work for that partner or company, or he doesn't work for the university that they're saying he was from. Or there was a doctor, and he's like, I had nothing to do about this, you know. You'd be like, it's someone else written about with my name. I had nothing to do with this. I do not condone this. It's not me. So you look it up. You don't just, oh, a doctor said this. Some instead of saying the actual college or university, some college in some college in the States said this, and you go, oh wow, it's a college. Get it?
Well,
Okay, we don't have to talk about COVID shot stuff. Are you guys both playing now?
no, I'm just typing right now.
Oh, okay. I still have a couple of packs.
Oh, make it difficult. It's multiple sunglasses.
Wait.
Actually, yeah. Okay, I'll give you one more. Name something on the floor.
Um,
One guess.
one. Okay, hold on. I gotta do my thing.
Oh my gosh, bro.
What if I'm right though? What if I'm right though, bro?
Oh, what? You supposed to get an Amazon card or a package in the mail or free fries? Is that what this is about?
Let's see. Your backpack. There's
Wrong.
no backpack on the
You
floor.
went with an old school answer. What the heck, dude? Were you one of those kids uh high school when you had multiple choice C
Yeah,
C
just see all of
C?
them.
Well, now I better answer you too. No, don't worry. Did you
It
get
would be
it
funny if
right?
there was a backpack on there.
No. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna try to think of way outside the box.
What?
I'm trying to think of one thing that would be like not a normal thing, and that would be like, what? A keychain. Just a keychain, not a with no keys on it. Just a keychain.
What are you looking for, Jim?
I'm trying to tell.
He's trying to prove that
visual
he's
his room.
psychic.
Oh, it's trying to read your mind, Cookie.
Yeah,
No, he's
Oh,
trying
it's
to guess
chocolate
where
chips, man.
things
It's
are.
always chocolate chips.
There's some odd things. Okay, my guitar is leaning against the entertainment center on the floor. There's a wrench, a flathead wrench. There is an empty sparkle can that fell on the floor.
and a keychain and a keychain.
No, there is no keychain. A
I can
dirty
see the
pillow.
keychain. It has a Cookie Monster on
A
it.
pillow that I need to put in the washing machine, and a solar panel power bank. That's all charged up. That's just
Noise.
sitting in the corner. I have it charged up just in case, like, we're all bombs from all the rest of the world, and I have some
Do you have a
power.
basement?
Yeah, sort of, but not like, not really something I can like survive.
I was talking about.
I'd say it's more of a walk-in storage.
Well, as long as it's solid.
I think there's certain areas, like if my place got bombed on the upper area, that you have a lower area. Things, because it's not just like tiny brick, it's like big slump rock.
Can't the people just impeach Trump? Like, can't people just be like, we're done with this? Have your Million Man March and say, hey, get the fuck out of Dodge. Like, can't anybody do that?
We have been doing lots of protests, and I've been doing, I've done my own protests as much as I can in my level, you know.
Like, it's crazy once you vote somebody in, they can just do whatever they fucking want.
Well, they're supposed to impeach. They tried to impeach him, what, 2 or 3 times now? No, 2 times.
Yeah, but that's their people.
Third time, they haven't started. They're already like raising. You know, we need to impeach. There's a few Republicans that are now starting. At least, hey, I mean, certain aspects of him have collapsed. Like, look at Christy Nome. He had to get fired. You know, the lady in charge of DHS and all the ICE.
But all Trump's doing is
he's moving her to new thing, the new fake job title.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's not. She's not going to be in charge of now of ICE.
Yeah, but the guy he's hiring, they're saying is a yes man too.
Yeah, of course, but I mean, honestly, I think she was worse than him. He's pretty stupid himself, actually.
I guess I'll find out once he takes the vote, or whatever vote he takes. Show the paperwork and see how he does.
You know, it's crazy. Like, even RFK, there was the one Republican actually could have stopped him from being confirmed. And the crazy thing is, this guy was a doctor. And he actually even tells RFK, he goes, I'm going to be honest with you, my hypocrite, I forget how to say that thing that, yeah, is that what it's called? Hypocritical oath that doctors do, whatever. Is speaking to me that you are not qualified for this position. And this Republican guy isn't a doctor, but he's in politics, so he has a history of being, I think, a pediatrics or a regular family MD. And he was even himself like, yeah, I don't know about you, you know, because you're talking against things that I know are not. And then the weird thing is, J.D. Vance and Trump call this guy up and assure him don't worry, we're not going to let RFK do this, that, and that. So then he goes and confirms him, even though he was like against it, and then that's why he moved forward. It made me wonder: did they pay him off just quietly? Did they? What? Why did this guy, who at first was like the deciding vote, now is like, oh, I don't know, but I am
He
shocked.
probably got threatened by the goons. He's like, we have
It's
nothing.
possible, or he got paid under the table. I mean, those
We
people,
have stuff on you, man, that we can put up, and then
maybe.
and it's like, yeah, vote for him. I had a boss like that, and I go, he had to have had something on the bus. The guy came into work all the
Yeah.
time drunk. He would come in and we had a dispatcher, and the dispatcher would be working all day, getting jobs, everything lined up, everybody running, trucks, right? And this guy would be like, "Oh, they're only, what would he say? Like, he'd get pissy about something, like, oh, they're not. I want to charge them more." And so I'm gonna phone them up. So he'll phone them up behind the dispatcher and be like, "Oh, the dispatcher said it was only $20. Oh well, it's actually gonna be $40." And then they'd be like, "Well, we don't want to do it." And then he'd go like, "Well, then we don't need you guys. We don't need to run for you, right?" And he'd burn the bridge. But the dispatcher would all of a sudden find out that it got canceled, and he'd go back and call them up and why did it get canceled, and he'd hear about it, and then he'd go to the manager. Manager would not. Anyways, he was really just wrecking the company, and I was like, okay, the company owner knows him, and they should see what he's doing. So I'm actually up there with them, and it's like the boss knows, like the owner knows what he's doing, and they're just letting it go. And I was like, that guy must have something on the boss to keep his job that way. But maybe that's how they roll in the states, or in the Republicans. It's what nonsense. Every election. Do you notice how he said that?
What do you say?
Trump just said he's like, oh, basically, um, if they lose the midterms, it's rigged because they're set up to win big times, and people don't care about housing. They care about make America great. The America thing, and then he goes, and then you win every election until whatever some other whatever. But every election he's talking about, so that means like, does he mean that he's going to try to run again and again?
I don't know. He's gonna try to pull something. I know it.
Like he's starting that rhetoric saying that if the votes don't come in for them, it's rigged. If it is for them, it's perfect.
I know that's the weird thing. It's only rigged when I lose.
Yeah, but people are all freaking out about it.
But
That's
some
true.
parts of
Patting each other on the
MAGA,
back.
some parts of MAGA are turning on him. So there's.
You only can play the same boo-hoo story for so long. Like he always makes it sound like everybody's against him. Boo-hoo. But then he's supposed to be the most powerful guy in the world, so everybody's jealous of him. Whatever. So jealous. But everybody's against us. But anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go.
You're going now?
Alright, Jim. Yeah, it's good seeing you, bud.
Oh, get this before I go. So, one of those accordion buses, right? I'm going to turn left on a street, and so I start to leave. I start to turn. Then this accordion bus is coming down the main road, and I'm like, oh shit! So I stop. I'm hoping that he can stop, but then he continues to turn and come around me. So now he's like right, almost touching my bumper, and he has the rest of the bus to go around, right? So I'm like, shit. So I'm thinking, okay, I look back. Do I see anybody? I back up. And then he drives up real tight again to me because he has to, right? I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, where am I supposed to go, right? So I back up again, and all I hear is crunch. And I look over, and then I hit a guy. And I'm like, and then that bus guy goes, so I'm like, trying to get around. I get out of the way. And then he's like, oh, you were the fault because you were across the stop sign. I got cameras. It's like, yeah, I had the right of way because I was already turning. You should have waited for me to finish my turn if you knew you were too big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I told him, I was like, yeah. I said, good that you have your cameras because I'll make sure I bring it up.
Yeah, shit, man. That's unfortunate there, Jim.
Yeah, but the thing is, the guy that I hit didn't get damaged. It was just a plastic bumper on our car that broke. So now, Connie, like my wife is like, oh, how are you gonna charge them? Because you should have just let them hit you, like the bus hit you. And I'm like, I didn't feel like a bus hitting me. Like, so now I have to figure out how I'm gonna do this because I don't have anybody to claim to say that I broke my bumper, but the fact that I got bullied into doing it.
Yes.
So yeah, like I never touched the bus, so I can't be charged for that, or he can't do nothing. But I have to fix my bumper somehow. Else if they're going to say I'm guilty, I'll I'll be like I don't feel like fixing my bumper. But yeah, that's bus driver.
Hey, sorry. You have
Yes,
Shepherd, so.
I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's also like insurance collectors that would love to get hit. You know, even a kid. They don't care if you go to jail or whatever. I'm trying to think what movie I should watch while I'm eating this.
I watched that 28 years later, the Bone Temple.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was good. That part was better than the 28 years later. Like when I watched 28 years later, I was like, you know, like you get to the end of it and it's like, well, the movie's just getting started now. Like I watched this whole freaking 2 hours of this movie just to like get into it, and now you're gonna roll the credits. Like, what the fuck, man? I was kind of pissed at that movie for that, you know, but they rushed out the next part to it, the Bone Temple part, you know, like within a couple months afterwards, and I was pretty skeptical, man. I didn't even want to watch it, man. I didn't give a shit, man. But I finally got around to watching it, man, and it was good. I kind of liked how it all turned out in 28 years later in the Bone Temple. You know, it was pretty good. You haven't seen those, have you, Jim?
no, I haven't watched it.
No, I don't know what you're waiting for, man. I'm just gonna put that out there, man, and tell you, man, you should see those.
Yeah. The Ren videos are like that singer. was telling you about that Ready guy. He has about 6 videos that all continue from the same story.
Oh yeah.
So and he keeps dropping new ones. And so the last one was like, "Ooh, a live event! Everybody has to come and watch it online." So that was cool.
Yeah,
It was a big
shit, my
countdown, and they
Ultraverse
had
5 is at like
yeah,
almost 400 videos.
yeah. That's amazing.
You know, I'm really worried. I talked to one of my friends. He's Jewish. Um, I'm afraid about what's going to happen next with Israel. Because, like, American people of Jewish descendants are not involved with what's going on over there. You know, are they all going to be, like, attacked? I mean, what's going to happen now? Does that make any sense when I say this stuff?
It's best not to think about, man. I don't know. Yeah, I would be worried too, man. If I were you guys, man, like, yeah. I don't know. I'd be a little bit worried too, man. Like, you can only keep on hitting people and targets for so long before somebody's gonna fucking hit you back.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sorry, Danny, are you trying to leave? Or did you leave already? Hey, Danny. I know, I don't even hear him. But I wonder, like, you know, now Americans are going to be targeted everywhere. Anyone that's Jewish, because it's Israel's fault too. And it's not really the people, it's the leaders that do it, you know? Makes me think of Star Trek, like, gee, even in fiction, they were able to bring peace and common sense together with real people.
Yeah, the problem with that is that humans are very greedy, and the only thing that keeps or country safe apparently is the military. Because otherwise, if a country was like, we don't have any military because we are a peace-loving country that respects people and that there's no fighting in our country, other countries would be like, well, they have no military. That's dumb, you know.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
Because so they were saying that the Star Trek mentality will never work.
I guess, yeah. Like, I don't know what they're doing with Star Trek, man, but that new show, Star Trek Academy, it is
Yeah,
just bombing, man. It is just, people are just pissed over how it's wrecking the outlook of Star Trek, man.
I like Star Trek Academy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be the defender.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
it
guess
yet.
you can
Star
go
Trek
ahead
has
and
always
join
been
those
inclusive.
ones, but
Yeah, like Star Trek has always been inclusive. Like the black kids or the black
that
woman,
series, it's
white
so
white kid
fuck,
and
Hey, is it true that one of the aliens,
it's
are one
so
of the
fucked,
aliens
man.
the black and white ones?
That series is so fucked, man. Like in the last fucking episode they had on there, they're like, Ray, all power to forward shields, and then they're like, we're taking damage, we're getting hit, torpedoes are killing us, and it's like, you have fucking shields up. Why are the torpedoes fucking hitting you? Why are you taking critical damage when you have shields up? Oh, that's right. All power to forward shields, which means you got no shields anywhere else on your ship, right? That has to be the only logical explanation for it. Otherwise, the fucking story writers don't know anything about fucking shields and laser beams in Star Trek.
But
So
there's,
like,
then
it's
certain
whack.
shields do get like weak in certain weakened spots. I thought too, though.
I think the explanation on that was that
I
weaponry.
could send it to you, man. I'll show you, man. Have you not heard Angry Joe? Angry Joe is absolutely chopping this show to pieces, and he has all the proof and all the plot holes and pinholes to fucking put his foot through, man. Like, that show is full of all kinds of shit, man. And Joe Schmo, Angry Joe, is pointing it all out to the fucking people, man. The people running that series must absolutely hate Angry Joe right now, because he's pointing out all their fucking mistakes, man. And there's lots of them, man.
Well, anyways, I'm just saying, like, I like the premise. I like how they're inclusive. That there's, like, I know you don't like it, but I like how that they have the gay characters. I like how they have characters that are going against their cultures. You know,
I
like
know
they're
it's all
not.
backwards and fucked up, and that's probably why you like it.
Somebody said that like, so in the Megadeth, you're more familiar with the original series, right? Of Star Trek. Like, wasn't there a race where they were like painted? I mean, that was their skin color, but
Yeah, they were
they were.
half black and white,
Yeah,
and
and I
certain
thought they
and the
got
other.
extinct, but they are in
Yeah.
that series,
Yeah,
so that
but
means some of them were off-world originally.
yeah, but there's also not just that, but there's reverse ones. So there was one race that they or one group of them that was like black on the left and white on the right, and then
Yeah.
the other race or the other group was white on the
Yeah.
left and black on the right, and they hated each other,
Exactly.
and they were racist towards each other, so they were trying to
Yeah,
kill each
and
other
they're
off.
absolutely racist towards each other. That's why they had
Yeah,
to kill each other. That's why they were fighting each other. It was a complete racist thing, you know?
yeah, just because they were black and white on the wrong side.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they'll ever revisit that in Star Trek again, but they did that, you know? And they thought it would be a good idea, and without realizing what they're creating, they actually created like a fucking really racist fucking Star Trek episode without knowing, without thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I think that would have
You
been
probably liked that one,
off
Jim. Did
planet.
you like that one, Jim? Let me ask you, did you like that one, Jim?
The
Is that a
Which
good
racist
one
one?
for
ones?
you?
The racist ones?
Well, the one with the black and white guy.
Yeah, I mean it was all storyline.
So
Wasn't the
you
fact
like
that it
that
was
one?
like
That was a good one.
wasn't like I was like, oh, that's the best one out of the whole series.
Yeah,
But
I knew
I
it. I
do
knew
understand that
it. I knew
they were
it.
trying to what they were trying to push was that racism kills like can kill whole worlds.
Yeah,
So they're trying to
and
tell
they're
people
right.
not to be
They're
racist.
good. Like, yeah, I know. Like they showed like the dangers of like,
Yeah.
you know, why racism is bad. You know, so like it's good in some ways and it's bad in some ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think with this new series, it's just they're trying to push different ideas. Like they're trying to say that the whole the
Oh, it's
system's
different
collapsed.
ideas, all right, man.
They
They're so
collapsed.
different. They've
Like
never even had that shit in Star
yeah.
Trek yet.
But what you're saying is that this is the first time that the Starfleet is actually rebuilding, and that they're finally starting to be able to retrain and have the new groups of people. Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah, I know, and that's
for
another
the last
thing
400
Joe
years,
pointed out. Is that
400 years
like
later,
Star Trek, according to in the new Star Trek series, Star Trek are a bunch of pirates. They've taken over almost the entire galaxy. Like, if you're not part of the Federation, you're like, you know, you're an outcast. You know, it's like, what the fuck did
yeah.
you just do to Star Trek?
Yeah, they also stated. Well,
you
they said
guys
they're
are not
changing
supposed to
it.
do that.
They're trying to bring in diplomatic teaching again. They said that the one group was like a military training, like for the Starfleet. I can't remember what they're
I
called. They're
guess
special
I haven't
Oh,
forces,
taken the
Section
time to watch the
31.
show
kind of
yet,
like that. And then
but
so they were running the show,
I
and
see
now
what
they're trying to
Angry
mix
Joe's
it.
been pointing out, and I
Yeah,
don't think I want to see.
yeah.
I don't like
Like I
Section
said,
31. I mean, as a group, I think that uh, they're no good.
yeah.
They're
Well,
no good.
that's what they kind of point out here is that it's like these guys are all like, oh, it has to be war, it has to be this, and
Everything has to be secret and
yeah.
lies and murder and
So
assassinations. I don't like
the
them.
chick that plays the captain on this one is actually she's like how old is she? 800 years old. Supposed to be like
She acts the way she does?
yeah, she's supposed to be
Holy
like
shit.
enlightened. She actually left Starfleet when it first collapsed.
She acts like a little child on a bitch, walking
Yeah, she
around with
sits.
bare feet and,
Yeah,
you know,
sits
lying
on her
on the chair
and
instead of sitting in the chair. She puts her feet up on the
yeah,
fucking desk instead
crosses her
of like.
legs on the captain's seat. She sits there crossing her
It's
legs.
just like this is not Star Trek, man. Like they're making a mockery of everything that Star Trek used to stand for. Like Star Trek was like Captain Kirk was like, you know, like that was your fucking captain, man. He was the fucking captain of perfection, man. That dude got all
Here's
the
a
fucking
question.
ladies. He got
Yeah.
all the women from all different races. He sat in his chair like a champion. He fought like a champion. You know, he championed all his fucking shit. He led by example to all his crew and crewmates. You can't say anything about his new captain.
Yeah,
Wait,
None.
which
okay.
which
Kirk.
captain are you talking about?
Kirk.
He's okay, but mine is Captain Cisco. I think he's the best.
I kind of like Picard.
Nah, they're all good captains, but my top pick is
Yeah,
Cisco.
they're all pretty good captains. I agree. They're all pretty good captains. People are going to have their favorites. Which one's their best?
Cisco's mine.
But I'm looking
Um,
at these new captains,
yeah.
and I'm going like, oh my gosh, man, they couldn't fucking wreck this series any worse if they tried.
What about Strange New Worlds? You like Strange New Worlds?
I haven't
The
seen that one
what?
yet.
I haven't watched that one,
That's a
man. I
good
don't know
series. I
if I
like that
should.
I
series.
heard it's good. I just haven't
It's
seen it.
That's the
before. It's
cartoon
before.
series.
It's all before like the transporters were just getting designed or
Yeah.
kind of used. They were using them for equipment, not people. Um, but that's the Captain Pike, the one that gets all stuck in that machine after like all fucked up from that war that he ends up getting into on a planet.
Yeah.
The one that Spock goes back and ends up taking him to the court, like they get court-martialed, and he's on that
Yeah.
machine. It's like boop boop. That one.
Yeah.
That's Captain Pike, and it shows how he knows he's going to die like that because of a vivid dream or I can't remember. It got shown how he was going to die, and yet still does his stuff that he does.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I kind of
Megadeth,
like that.
you're gonna hate me for this, but if I ranked my favorite captains, at least I know there's more, but out of the four that I've seen, I haven't watched enough the original series though, so don't judge my ranking. Number one is Cisco. Number two is Captain Picard. Number three is Captain Janeway, and Kirk is fourth.
That's a good order.
That's your order, man.
I know. What's yours? What's yours? Let me hear your order. Out of those four, I know there's other captains out there.
I don't know what should be my favorite order. Like Captain Kirk and Captain Picard are very close at a tie. Like they're almost neck and neck. I really like
Well,
both
just
of them
number them.
quite
Just
a
number them.
bit, but for different reasons, though. You know. So like they're both really good, and then like I don't know. Then there's Janeway. She's pretty good. And I would put Cisco around maybe fourth or fifth, something like that.
Okay.
But that's just me.
So you like Cisco because he's a captain of how he runs and stuff, or do you like Cisco because he had that backstory that he was actually his parent or his mom or whoever was one of the beings
Oh,
from
why he's
the
part alien prophet? No, mine was more of, I mean, I think that was a neat element of him, but my favorite part is just his style of being a captain. It's different than Picard or Kirk and Janeway.
Well, it's because
You know,
he doesn't have
sometimes
the
he would
fire
just
though.
say, sometimes I mean, he had a little Kirk in him where he was like, hell no. I'm doing this. I don't care what the protocol says. And he would break away. And then, like, the Federation were like, hey, don't do that again, but you did a great job of letting it go. Like the time when they were going after, what was that guy? He was a security officer, and then he turned on them. He was part of that group. What are they called? Edison. Yeah, Edison were the Maquis leader, Edison. So that part where he's like, even Worf and Kira are like not following Cisco's orders, and then he raises his voice. He's like, "I said do this" on the Defiant, and then they did it. Where he fires a chemical missile so that all the Maquis are forced to leave the planet that they took away from the Cardassians. He's not really on the Cardassian side, but he's trying to stop the Maquis from doing more destruction and retaliation. But he doesn't actually check with the Federation on that. He just does it. Or like when they I don't know. It's just his style. He does have like the peacemaker side of him, but he seems more like a warrior captain. In my opinion. Picard was more the peacemaker, I think. Like, I think Kirk was more of a chance taker than Picard was.
I have a question. They keep saying that the Enterprise is a science vessel, that they always go out to explore.
Yeah.
But yet, they're the flagship of the Starfleet. So whenever they have to actually go to war, everybody's like, "Oh no,
Where's our
Enterprise is
flagship?
coming. Enterprise is coming," and then all of a sudden,
Yeah,
they
but
take basically control of the fight, and they're like, "Oh, see, you don't want us to come after you."
But they're multi-themed aspects to every ship. Even the Defiant, even though Cisco was captain of the space station, he was also captain of the Defiant. The Defiant did go on space exploration or science stuff. It wasn't always like war, but it was mostly space.
Yeah, but they always call it the spaceship or the science ship.
Yeah. I don't know.
And even the Voyager was supposed to be kind of a new design, and it was supposed to be a powerful little ship.
Yeah, exploration, but also.
And then they go, "Oh, it's a science vessel."
But you need the defense and tactical defense and stuff because you never know what you're going to run up against.
That means it has to be the flagship of the military.
Oh, I left that one captain out.
And if it is, how come there's not more of those ships made? Why is it always the Enterprise? Exactly, the Enterprise is the only one that's exactly built that.
I don't know. They just started. The Defiant is a different Star Trek ship. It's not like it was part of the Enterprise.
But they had a name for the Defiant. What kind of ship it was? They said there was more than 40 units, but they said
Defiant was more of a warship, though, more so than a
Yeah.
space station.
You said that you think the Defiant was better than the Voyager?
Yeah, I
The
think so.
Voyager had stuff like those it was a
The
computer
gel
capable.
packs, I know,
Yeah,
so it was
the blood
faster.
banks or whatever they
But
used.
the Defiant was built originally. The Defiant was built to battle the Borg, actually, because it was more. I mean, look at all the abuse it took. It went through the Gamma Quadrant Wars, fighting all the founders and stuff. It took a huge beat, and eventually did get destroyed, where they had to build a second new Defiant. But if you watch that series, like uh, Cisco takes that ship into battle a lot. That was always a frontline ship.
Okay, so you got the Defiant. What about Voyager's? What was his ship? The pilot ship.
Voyager, that was the name of the Voyager.
No, they made a ship. They made a
Oh, the Delta Flyer.
yes, and that
Oh
Delta
yeah.
Flyer
Well, it was
apparently was
more
supposed to
like
be slicked up too, because
that was
they used the schematics and they were changing it to
yeah, but that was basically a souped up shuttle. I mean, it's not like
Yeah.
shit. Oh, guys, guess what? Melania, the documentary, is doing so terrible. It's now available for streaming.
and not want to stream it. I don't even want to
Oh
look at it. I don't even want to click it by accident because it'll say that it got clicked.
Oh, you know what? We left one captain. There's other captains, but there's one that we definitely left out. Captain Archer. That
Yeah.
was a
yeah.
very science
Yeah.
ship. That was very minimal uh, fighting ship.
I liked Archer series,
I did too. I
Enterprise,
liked it.
It's
um,
okay. It
because
was good.
the Romeo it wasn't Rom no it wasn't
It had its points
Vulcan
here and there.
the Vulcan chick was hot.
Oh yeah.
Oh
There
well,
was
but the
a
Vulcans were very like superiority complex,
uh,
and oh, watch what the humans are doing. We better watch them before they
I don't know, that
blow
chick
the
was hot.
universe apart.
Yeah,
That's what irritated me about the Vulcans.
I know Joe was right, but no, I was gonna say that Vulcan is hot, and when it was so low tech that they still had to do that cleansing where they had to wash each other off, and it was very
Oh
hot.
yeah.
Little that made it a little bit of sexy time.
I think that was more of Dr. Flox's medical practices, though, like his style.
You have to watch them. The doctors has to watch
No,
people
no, but
around
I
the
mean,
guy
I
that.
don't think that was Starfleet's like main way of decontamination. That was just the Floxians were more advanced in medical than Starfleet, and I think that that's why it was the crazy. I mean, look, Phlox actually was.
What's horrible? Would you feel that you this was wrong if you had to bathe basically bathe a hot chick at your work for like a half an hour before you got to get to work? Would you do it?
Depends whether I
Respectfully,
like her or
yeah.
not. It doesn't matter how hot she is. It matters whether I like her or not.
No, even whether I like them or not, I would do it professionally and respectfully.
Uh-huh.
I would. Hey, remember, I
It's
used to work.
that would be tough.
I used to work in the hospital, and I'd have to like take care
Wash
of
hot chicks?
people. Yeah, and I'd put Foley catheters up in their privates and do lab work. So I had to do some invasive.
Really?
Yeah.
You were trained as a what now?
I wanted to be a. I don't know if I ever shared that with you. I originally wanted to go to school for microbiology and virology. I wanted to find cures for diseases. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist. But like in high school, I was starting to turn toward healthcare, and I started working in the hospital, getting my first job. I started off as like an orderly. You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, where you're basically transporting patients, running errands, picking up labs or whatever. You're just basically a helper. And that's when I actually, because you can actually get your nursing assistant certificate in high school, and then I got when I started working in the hospital, just on and off, not like full time or whatever, but like I eventually got my patient care technician certificate, and that meant I could do more invasive stuff like labs or this and that. I mean, it would be with the doctor's orders, not like I could give medicine or anything like an LPN or RN. But then this doctor was like, if you had plans of going to medical school or getting your RN license, he's like, well, you forget it, because I was getting sick a lot in the hospital. I was getting sick a lot, and I was always like having to go on antibiotics. So this is pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So God, that would have sucked if I like went back into healthcare like right when COVID started. Gosh, that was so bad. That was not a fun time, I'm sure, for like the healthcare staff. Like everyone like super masked in the hospital. COVID's thousands of people. COVID. But yeah, I worked in the ICU and the ER as a technician, and I would ICU
Yeah,
is my
you got
home
to,
base.
do all kinds of weird shit, man. Look at private parts and everything there,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
the
had to
doctor
be.
physician
I
stuff,
did,
So
and that's
like,
where I actually saw. And I had to do AHCs. And by
old
the
people,
way,
young people,
I
you name
even
it,
saw
man.
intersex people. Those are people
Intersex
born.
people, exactly, man.
Those are people born with both male and female parts. So I was like, okay, these people are real.
And then we find out he was only the garbage guy.
Oh,
after all,
the
after
janitor.
all that.
It's all made up.
Or that you
It's
did
all
that.
made up.
They always joke about that. And I went to the doctor, and the guy, had to check my prostate. That wasn't the doctor.
Yeah, don't get that mixed up, man.
But I mean, it would have been cool to go into that and into healthcare, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I remember you doing that. Oh, I'll be right.
I'm gonna find a movie that I want to put on.
There was a movie on Tubi I was gonna watch. It's not that animation. I don't know if it's still on there or not anymore.
Well, do you remember what
It
it was
was it
called?
was called Titan AE.
Titan AE?
Yeah, Titan AE. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Let's see here. I think I will put on Zombieland.
Zombie man.
Or The Hateful Eight.
What is that?
I'm taking off.
Alright, Jim.
I'm trying to figure what good movie there is that was new that I watched.
Oh, I just wanted to say, so when you guys were talking about the creams and the Floxian guy, he was a really, really good doctor, because he did manage to remove, he's now, because there was a change in the timeline, when the Borg went back in time in the Star Trek Next Generation movie with First Contact. So some of those Borg actually crashed in the North Pole or the Arctic, which were frozen and stuff. But in the Enterprise, they run into the Borg, but they never figure out who they are or what happens, because everything ends up getting destroyed eventually. But Phlox does get infected by the tubules or nanos,
The nanites.
and he actually puts himself into like this extreme radioactive, electrical, whatever, like CT machine where he scans people, and he managed to kill all the nanobots, but then they all got like disintegrated. So he was
Yeah, you had to
actually
shut them
really,
all down at the same time, because like if just
yeah,
one of
and it
them
could have killed him
survived,
too to do it. Like there was a
yeah,
high risk
like
of him
a
dying.
human wouldn't survive it, but because he had like alien DNA and stuff, he was able
But
to
that was
survive.
not 100% like he would survive.
Yeah,
He was
and he
getting
could
better
have died
things.
from that. Yeah, absolutely. He said that.
I would have rather died than become a Borg.
No, I know, but
I'd be like,
oh,
nope. But that is
my
cool.
favorite. Now that we're talking about doctors, let me ask you real quick: who is your favorite doctor? Mine. It's really hard, but mine was the holographic doctor from Voyager. That was my favorite
Hmm.
doctor.
Yeah, me too, actually.
My favorite Doctor is the one from the original series.
Yeah,
McCoy.
Bones, Doctor
Bones.
McCoy.
Mine was the holographic doctor, and second
Dr.
being
McCoy, man, he was fucking perfect, man. He was awesome as Doctor.
Julian was my next favorite from Deep Space Nine. Third one would be Beverly. McCoy would be next, but then the very last is the
So
doctor who showed
Julian
up.
was
Yeah,
your next
Yeah, he was
because
impressive.
he was
Yeah.
he had enhanced abilities, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
He was
and then the
superhuman.
next one would be McCoy, but what would be last is Dr. Pulaski. He showed up in Star Trek Next Generation, I think, for like
Yeah,
half of the
yeah.
season or one whole season. She was an interesting character, but I'm like, oh, thank God they brought Beverly back.
What
But that was
about
because
Nunez's son?
she
You know, the doctor made Data. Does he count?
Dr. Soon's okay, but I'm talking about medical doctor.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, technically
I
he
know
was.
that guy, he did dabble in medical science with making the
yeah.
augments and stuff, but
Yeah, was Soon a good guy though? Like it was weird that they keep bringing him up in different locations and shit. Like one he was living in a space station, the other one he was living on a rock
Mm-hmm.
somewhere.
well, he was always on the move, he says.
Yeah, he
He's
got
like, I
around
never
a little
stayed in
bit.
one area.
Yeah, but it was always like it sounded like he was not a good guy. Like he was actually
He
Well,
like
what's
they were
created
oh
those
weird,
renegades.
he was such a great guy, and because he
well,
designed up the
Those
what's
renegades
weird,
ended up killing him, didn't they?
no, it was lore.
Was it Lore? Right, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
when he calls Lore and Data, but they don't really show him dying. He tells Data after he's all hurt and injured, and Joey's like, "Oh my gosh, this guy looks like Dr. Soon." And when
Yeah.
Data's like, "Come with us," he's like, "No, go with me." And Data, But then that's the end of it. He doesn't die. He's hurt, but like got beat up by Lore. But then they never say what happened. Did he put himself into a clone like Palpatine, or do you have any kids? We don't know.
well, he must be something because he actually like they say they can talk to him like over hundreds of years, right? Like it seems like different series they always talk about him.
Yeah, and I wonder if he did any like genetic manipulation with himself, because he did seem to be like showing up. Could have been his descendants. That's possible. Were they clones of himself? I don't know. But he always seemed to be like there at some period.
Yeah, he seriously.
Maybe even
You know, it's
trying to
funny.
leave for like the
Yeah,
last half an hour.
but you know what's okay? I'm gonna say one thing. The Futurama. Okay, what you ever watched Futurama?
Not the series, just clips from YouTube. I
What?
haven't. I know
Okay,
of
so
it.
in Futurama, there's a robot, and
Yeah,
his
I know
evil
him.
brother comes in and he meets his evil brother, and his evil brother has a little goatee that is basically a magnetic tip-on, so it clips onto his chin, and
Okay.
that's how you know it's evil, right? Yeah, a little, chip on your in Star Trek. The difference between lore and data is what? Isn't it a mustache or something, or like it's something on
No, it's
facial
just
that's
because the other
different?
guy uses different, like, I cannot for data, and then the other guy's like, I can't. And he's
No,
more aggressive.
I'm sure there's like a facial difference, and then that they switch out.
Oh,
He
Lore had
pretends
a
to be,
slight twitch. He had a
or
twitch in his,
he pretends to be Data.
yeah, but Lore had a twitch in his face.
I'm gonna look at Laura on photos.
I don't think there's any facial stuff
I'm
as
looking.
Lore.
Laura.
I haven't even finished watching Picard. I need to finish that series.
Uh, I thought there was a difference. Are we looking at something? You're right. Oh, but he does those smiles.
Yeah, he has more emotion
Yeah.
than Data does.
Data's like, what happened to Lore? Lore drifted in space for 2 years until he was rescued by a passing Faclan trade ship. And if you look at the Picard series, uh, they put Lore's data into Data, like his like basically they made him into one.
Jimmy, I haven't watched the series and you're spoiling it.
Well, watch it. Don't complain.
And it
Hey
looks
guy.
like
Hey guy.
Grogu is Yoda's dad.
That would actually be funny. But
I mean, the movie's
Grogu
coming
taught.
out this year, the movie. So, but I wonder if I wondered if Yoda, like, it's possible it is a child from the race, but nobody really knows where the Yoda race comes from. There's no like known thing. Do they come from another dimension? Do they just magically sprout out of anywhere?
They're like
Um,
again Futurama. Mega. You watch Futurama?
No.
They come. They come out of the water. They're water people. What do they call them? Like out of the swamps. Because where does Yoda live when Luke finds him in a swamp?
I mean, he's on Dagobah, but that's not necessarily where
And
he's from.
but he's living on in the swamp. Meant to be like I think is like in the swamp, like they're swamp people. And whatever swampland they come from is where they think that's a swamp.
Possible. I mean, he does like to eat frogs.
Yeah, he eats anything, doesn't he?
Where do you at?
What was Grogu eating? He's eating those things in a jar, which were the babies of the
I
other.
mean, yeah, but they were like tadpole lizards. Little Shop of Horrors, a Disney movie. That's a funny name.
No, you should watch
The Count of Monte Cristo. That was a good
Future
movie.
Futurama. You should start watching Futurama shows. Or you
Jimmy, I
should
forgot. I
watch.
got some Lamotrin in the store today, and I forgot to put it on. I have a ringworm on my neck.
Ugh, how'd you get that?
I think from the public bus. I think I like leaned my head on like a rail where all the homeless 30 people like touch me. What can you do? Germs are everywhere. But see, weak immune system got me infected.
So here's a thing. Lore was originally supposed to be a female android who would become Data's love interest. But the actor said, "Hey, why don't you just make him evil and I'll play him?"
Really?
Yeah,
The what?
yeah. It says here. It was supposed to be close. It was originally Data Lore.
Right, damn Lord. I heard that.
This looks like an interesting movie. Candle Shoot from 1977. A street tough tomboy from Las Vegas poses as the long lost heiress to a stately English.
The rest of the story, but I go to read it and I was sick.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Candle Shoe from 1977?
Which one?
Candle Shoe from 1977.
Candle shooter? No.
Candle Shoe.
Candle shoot.
I don't know what it is.
I'm not sure.
Oh, it's from the Disney? Oh, Walt Disney Productions.
What? So it says here, Lore makes an appearance. It says in the comics, like of the Star Trek Defiant series, where he joins Worf's crew on the U.S. Defiant to deal with the threat of the Klingon Emperor Kahless. Kahless?
Yeah, Kalis.
He later escapes during the mission, and it's just his crew. And Data reveals that he planned to deactivate him afterwards to lure his brother. So he lure his brother with some mystery set up and decapitate to prevent escape. fourth he uses the orb of destruction to conquer and wipe out the universe, rewriting reality, wiping both crude memories and becoming a worshipped godlike figure until he's defeated and destroyed or for good by Worf and Cisco. They kill Lore. Well, okay. First, okay, so here it is. Lore was originally intended to be a female android who would serve as his love interest, but the actor, just suggested the evil twin trope be used instead. The female android concept was reused for Lal in season 3 to fill in the female he built, who was Data's child rather than his love interest.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why not, man?
Both the names Data and Lore are words defined as a collection of information.
Yeah.
And the reason why, okay, so lore refers to cultural knowledge or tradition that is usually told with emotion. So, like what
Well, yeah, the lore of things.
So it says that's why he has the emotion. That's why Lore has emotion and Data doesn't, because he's supposed to be more robot, like computer.
Yeah.
And the other one's supposed to be the lore, like with emotion. That's it. All we're talking about. Okay, listen, have a good night.
Alright, Jen. Yeah, we'll catch you there, bud.
Yep.
Oh fuck, you almost spit it. Good dodge. How'd you do on Star Wars tonight, Cookie?
Good some games, but the Gooner beat me.
Yeah. That Gooner, man, yeah, he's been heated up lately. Titty's still going, Bamboozle's going, Lumpy Banner's going. They're all on the same side, these three. They're going up against Extra Jingo and a new guy, Outlaw Ray. Oh, he messed up his jump. Outlaw Ray is gone. I wonder what the teams are going to be this time. We got Titty. First one in, man. He wants Republic. He's in it to win it. Now, what I should do is spawn in on public and then just watch to give Kitty the handicap. But yeah, Kitty's probably just gonna leave. I think we're done for tonight. Bumpy Dar and Bamboozle. Is Bamboozle gonna join? Kinda doubt it. Oh, Donna left. Fuck bastards. I am going too. I went on a Camino.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink.
Okay. Tilly will be playing also. Big cat. Here's Tilly. Tilly loves this man. Thanks for Jingle. Cousin Cletus. Yeah, if I wasn't so tired right now. Oh, don't get me started.
Hey, Rio, why are you doing that? Rio! 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 Hey! Quit it! Come on! Outside! Come on! Come on! Rio! Come on! Outside! Rio! What are you doing? Huh? Why are you fighting with him like that? Outside! Come on! What's wrong with you? What are you doing? Holy shit. What's wrong with you? Why did you attack him like that? Boy, you're gonna get it. Okay, come on. Oh my God. That's never happened. What's wrong? Are you okay? Not in a good mood today or what? Holy fuck. Driver got indigestion. What are you kidding? Gonna act like
She got told. Stay away from my dish.
I don't know what it was, really. Rocky's just on top of him. Wow. No baking soda around here.
On top of the microwave.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did you go to Chris's last night?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. What's going on over here?
Not long.
Lay down and be good.